Veterans and seniors across the country will soon receive tax relief. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Local Edition. With me this hour is Congressman John Adler. Thanks so much for being with us.
Jill, it's great to see you again.
This is your first time serving as a member of Congress, but this is an important piece of legislation that you actually wrote, you introduced, now passed, and seniors and veterans will start to receive checks in the mail.
We've had a very difficult time with this national recession. New Jersey's been hit hard, but the whole country's been hit hard. We've seen our national wealth drop. We've seen our savings, where we're taught by our mom and dad to put our money away, to save some money every week, every month, every year. We saw our savings drop so much as the stock market dropped. We've seen so many people lose their jobs. We want to recover from this recession. We want business to thrive again. We want to also make sure we don't forget our seniors and our veterans. I was pleased to see the Congress try to have a recovery plan that would build up business, build up our environment, our energy policy, our health care systems. But I really was troubled we left out our seniors and our veterans. So I was very proud of the fact that I was able to get into the final package that was passed by Congress a couple months ago, a credit, an actual check that goes in the mail to every senior citizen and to every veteran for $250. It's maybe not enough to thank those people that built up our economy over the last 50, 60 years of their hard work, not enough to thank our heroes that served in uniform to keep us safe and to keep us free, but it's one way for individual households to have their own economic recovery and as they recover to grow our local economy and have our country strong again.
An estimated 50 million Americans will benefit from this tax relief of $250. But when we talk about the overall spending of the stimulus package, many people have said this isn't the way for the economy to recover, but some people have said it doesn't go far enough. What are you hearing from your constituents in terms of what they're getting out of the stimulus package?
Well, I think seniors are very pleased when they hear they're actually going to get money in the mail in May, not some future promise that never gets redeemed, but an actual check in the mail that will help some people pay down some medical expenses, to pay for their pharmaceuticals, to fix a piece of equipment in the house that's been broken for a while, to meet some need that's very real for them. It's the right sort of way for the federal government to be a partner with individual households around our country to help our senior citizens who have done so much for us.
Let's talk about a younger generation, our new veterans coming home today. New Jersey experienced the largest deployment of our National Guard since World War II. Many of those members and our regular Army are starting to come home from Iraq and Afghanistan as we move into the summer months. But you are working to ensure that a GI Bill, a new GI Bill, is in place for when they do return.
Well, I think people are discouraged so much when they see Democrats and Republicans in Congress fighting and not working together. Here's one example where Democrats and Republicans put aside party labels and recognize we've got to do right by our young heroes that are coming back from Iraq, from Afghanistan, or anywhere where they stood a post to keep us free. And so the Congress has passed a GI Bill for the 21st century, like the bill that Congress passed many years ago to help our World War II veterans as they returned by providing them the funds to go to a state university or a private college or university so they could integrate smoothly into a civilian life and be successful, having sacrificed months or years in uniform when they might have been otherwise going to college and pursuing some future career. It's the right thing. We're catching up for some lost time by making sure we have funds available starting this July for this coming college year to make sure our veterans have a chance to integrate smoothly into a successful civilian life.
Many of the issues that you deal with have to do with senior citizens, and you're on the Veterans Affairs Committee. I want to talk to you about something that has impacted people within your own district, but people throughout the country, annuity scams. Tell us about the legislation you're working on there.
Well, I'm only a member of Congress for the last 3.5 months. A great privilege to be in these very challenging times in Washington to try to help New Jersey and our whole country. For a few years before serving in Congress, I served in the state Senate in Trenton and had the privilege of writing legislation that AARP supported that was very bipartisan. Worked with Bob Singer, a Republican from Ocean County, with Linda Greenstein, a Democrat from Mercer County, to get past a protection from scams that were bilking senior citizens out a lot of money. New Jersey has the most progressive law. I want to have the federal government have a national law protecting seniors from similar scams that are happening all over our country.
All right, please come back and give us an update.
Thanks, Jill.
Thank you. We've been talking with United States Congressman John Adler. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Local Edition.